Good day everyone. This is my Honda 2005 model NT650V, and I've owned it for just over a year now, so I thought I might just do a bit of a review, an owner's review, give you my thoughts on it, strengths, weaknesses. Okay, so my thoughts for a touring model. It's got some advantages and disadvantages. Advantages being storage, built-in panniers, and a bag on the back here with a rack. It's also got a piece that comes off the front of the rack here that I've taken off, but you can give you more storage there. I'm not really 100% sure on having another rack that goes, it actually comes out towards the level of your back here, so if you're ever hit from behind, you're going to have that push straight into your back. So I've removed that, but that was part of the frame originally. More storage up the front here. There's a lockable section here, and if you go over the other side, there's a compartment here as well, just a small compartment there for a bit of storage, your gloves in there or whatever. I don't use them very often. If you come around this side, there's a USB charger, a couple of USB outlets there, so you can charge your phone or your camera or whatever you might have. Gear bag, panniers. The something that's not so good about this bike, there's a couple of things which I find a bit strange for a bike that's sort of marketed as a touring bike. There's no fuel gauge, which is a bit odd. Not that you can't read it, you just keep an eye on your kilometres there. I usually go to about 200 to 250 k's. I know I need to fill up around that mark. But the really strange one is the angle of the windscreen here. It needs a wash. It's pretty grubby, but when you're riding, the wind comes straight off at about head level, so you get quite a lot of buffeting around your head with this screen. So much, in fact, that I would suggest, if you're looking at buying one of these, I would look into getting an aftermarket screen, unless you're quite a short rider and you're going to be under that level. I'm a shade under 6 foot, and it hits me below neck level, sort of the top of my chest up, gets a lot of buffeting. That's the major issue I have with this bike. Wouldn't stop me buying this bike. If you were looking for a bike and this came up, I wouldn't let that stop you buying it, because the advantages of this bike outweigh that disadvantage. Yeah, it's pretty grubby. Maybe I should have washed it before the video, but anyway, advantages of this bike: being a Honda, you're getting Honda reliability. I have no problem at all with the reliability of this bike. I'm very happy with it. You turn the key, it goes. I ride this to work most days, and that's a 40k round trip. No problems, doesn't miss a beat. Like I said, I fill up, I think that's a 17 litre tank from memory. I get about 200 k's out of that before I even worry about filling up. I've never hit the reserve, so pretty good mileage out of that. What else can I tell you? As I said, storage is good, plenty of room there. I can get in the back here, get my helmet, gloves. I can fit a jacket in there easily enough, so no problem with storage there. For a 650, it's not the quickest bike you're ever going to see. I've heard people describe this model as if Mr. Sensible was to buy a motorbike, this would be it. It's not the flashiest bike, it's not the quickest bike, but it'll get you from A to B every time, no problem whatsoever. So if you're looking for a reliable commuter, this is it. This is a very good choice. As a tourer, yeah, maybe not so much, to be quite honest, mainly because of the buffeting issue that I mentioned. You know, you don't want to be riding a long way with that. It'll get pretty annoying after a while. As I said, I do 40k round trip for work, and by the time I've done the 20k's home or the 20k's to work, I'm pretty happy to get off. But as that's what I use the bike for, no problem whatsoever. So there you go, a bit of a review. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll do another video actually in the near future. I'll take it for a ride, and that'll actually give you a better idea of the buffeting. I'll put a camera on my head, and you'll see the buffeting that I'm talking about. So would I recommend buying one? Yes, I would. I really would, but with the issue with the buffeting noted, you look at getting a second-hand, an aftermarket, I should say, screen that sort of maybe raises up a little bit and gets the wind directed over your head instead of onto your head. Apart from that, this is a really good bike. I owned a NT650V before this, among other bikes, and I bought this because I was so happy with the NT650. So this is the upgraded sort of next generation. With the fairings and the screen, it keeps you a little bit more protected from weather. Not completely protected, of course, but yeah, better than a naked bike for sure as far as protection from elements goes. As I said, not the quickest 650 you're ever going to jump on, but reliable. It'll get you there every time. But anyway, that's my video. I've rambled on long enough. So I'll close this video down now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll put another video up shortly, taking it for a ride. But for now, thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.